Hello everyone, welcome back to Fraud on the Telly. Today on the Shield Hero breakdown, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently, because as much as I love Shield Hero, Season 2 is really starting to frustrate me. With that said, we're going to break down everything that happened in Episode 4 of Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2, an episode in which both simultaneously nothing happened, but a lot happened. And oh yeah, Rishia cried a lot. As always, if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out our Shield Hero Season 1 recap. Let's get into the breakdown, followed by my unfiltered thoughts. So, where we last left off on Shield Hero, Noafumi in the game managed to chop off the big rampaging CGI turtle's head, but they realized the tortoise was actually not dead because its familiar, the woman Ost, was still alive. I want to say this last episode, but like they're really playing up the sad moment that, oh no, Ost is dead now, but like who cares? They literally just showed this lady in like 2 episodes ago, and now I'm supposed to care that she might be dead. I just don't get it. Really weird. Anywho, the episode begins with some Rishia lore dump. She once lived in a small village with her family. They lived a poor but happy life until one day a new lord came into town, taking Rishia as payment from her family for the debts that they owed. Is it just me, or does this guy basically look the same as Rabier, the dude that took Raftalia? As well, this is literally just Raftalia's story. The Lord took her, imprisoning her until guess what? The bow hero saves her. Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh? Noafumi arrives, interrupting her story, declaring they will be venturing to the back of the spirit tortoise. Rishia thinks that the bow hero is there for some reason. Yeah, in case you forgot, the other 3 heroes have gone missing. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about them and that they existed altogether. The next day, the party depart, climbing to the back of the tortoise. Ost wonders about her existence and why the villagers are nice to her, seeing as it is her job to claim souls. Again, who even asked? Like, does anyone care about this character? As an anime-only watcher, I just don't get how I'm supposed to care about her. It doesn't really make sense. The party decides to camp on the back of the tortoise for the evening. That night, Rishia does some more crying. If you can't tell already, this character frustrates the hell out of me, but we'll get to more of that later. Suddenly, Ost grabs her head in pain, the rest of the party waking up. She directs them to a deserted village on the back of this tortoise. It seems a group of people decided to call this place home. Obviously, they're very dead now, as the tortoise was literally rampaging throughout the world. As well, it was struck with a large blast of holy magic damage and siege weapons. So yeah, basically everyone here is super dead. They try to get us to care more about Ost again. Sorry, anime, it's just not gonna happen. The queen implies that these villagers knew they made their home on the back of a sleeping, world-ending tortoise, and I just have to ask, why though? Why? They find a badly damaged temple in the village. The queen says this is likely where the seal was broken. In the temple is some ancient writing and a drawing of the spirit tortoise. It's crazy because this art of the tortoise actually looks better than the CGI. As well, on the wall they find writing from another world, which Noafumi recognizes as Japanese. It seems another hero from Japan has left a message for future heroes. The passage is damaged, but it reads, "If a blank summoned from Japan is reading these words, remember T blank. No matter how powerful a seal you placed on this monster, the blank 7th blank shatter blank. I've learned that its goal is to blank the worlds, blank blank. Defeat this monster, you must blank." Some of these words seem pretty easy to fill in, but a lot of the other stuff could really be anything. Noafumi theorizes the 7th could be referring to the 7 in the hourglass that he sees in his HUD, could also be referring to something with the 7-star heroes mentioned earlier in the season. Suddenly, the temple collapses, forcing the group to run out. Just as it seems that they're completely out of options, Ost happens to remember how to kill the tortoise, descend into its body, and destroy its heart. The group descend down inside the tunnel, and the show makes a big deal about Rishia's decision to accompany Noafumi here. I guess accepting her role in his party, at least she gets some kind of character growth, I guess. Noafumi makes a poop joke, always funny. Rishia cries, you guessed it, again, when all of a sudden Noafumi is attacked by an unknown human hero wielding a familiar scythe and his female companions. The keen fans would have figured out this is in fact Lark in disguise, as Raftalia casts a spell discarding these disguises, revealing it is in fact Lark, Therese, and Glass. And that's where our episode ends. So yeah, you can see this episode was kind of a whole lot of nothing, with one big nugget of important plot in the writing of the wall in the temple and the reveal of Lark, Therese, and Glass. Okay. So enough batting around the bush here. let's just air it out. I hated this episode because its complete focus was around two characters that I just don't care about in Rishia and Ost. I want to like Rishia. I really do. But the problem is she's just budget Raftalia. We've already seen the story of a young, scared woman who develops into this semi-strong, independent woman-esque, even though she's still very dependent on Noafumi, because she's in love with him because harem trope. I just feel like Shield Hero in general has a lack of strong female characters who that are independent. Rishi as a character is just annoying. It's really hard to feel any kind of sympathy for her, especially when she's obsessed with pleasing this character that banished her and left her to the wayside. I just don't get how I'm supposed to want to help that. I get that this dude saved her and all, but come on, homegirl. And two, she suffers from the same problems that Ost in season 2 just in general suffers. It's very obvious that it was rushed to a degree. There's very obviously content that's missing from the first few episodes that was cut, which is going to happen in any anime adaptation. It's unavoidable. But because of that, it's very obviously they cut some stuff, especially with Ost, and probably Rishia as well. Background info, world building info, stuff that probably would have made me care a little bit more about her character and her story. But guess what? There's none of that there. So why should I care? I really don't see how it's any saving Rishia's character. I find her really annoying. She just cries constantly and I don't feel sympathetic for her at all. She's obsessed with a dude that doesn't seem to care about her, and I just can't help but wonder, why are there not more strong female characters? I get it, the show loves to lean into the harem trope, but please, if everyone in Naofumi's party has to be a female, can we just get just one strong independent female character that is not in love with him? That's all I'm asking, just one. I understand that maybe Rishia's character could be better in the future. I've heard this from manga fans. They tell me, just wait. After the arc, she gets a lot better. I mean, unless she's gonna do some straight up Kaneki, personality swap and become a badass all of a sudden. Because let's be honest, she's like the female Kaneki right now. This chick can't stop crying. Please, Glass, save us with your tsundere vibes. I beg you. I still think that season 2 is recoverable. There's another 20 episodes, I think. I think it's a 24, 25 episode run season. So we got a lot more episodes to go. So there's a lot more room for them to actually get better. But so far, it is annoying how rushed the beginning of season 2 feels, especially with how season 1 just as a whole was. It doesn't feel like the same show almost, and it's very disappointing so far. Again, I am an anime-only fan, so there's probably a lot of context and nuance I'm missing in the manga, light novels, all that stuff. But just so far, man, it's annoying. It's a little bit frustrating. It is. And I think we're just in for a bit of a struggle for a few more episodes. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm probably going to be using my camera a little more, so I hope you guys don't mind seeing my face. As well, go check out my socials so you can stay up to date with all of the things we're doing on the channel. As always, I hope to see you in the next episode. Stay safe out there. Peace, love, adieu.